Hello YouTube, my name is Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales, and welcome to Dragon's Pipebomb. Okay, so this is episode 7 of the Pipebomb, and we have a couple of questions that have been submitted by Anua Diden, who has put them on my Discord, so I'm going to be going over them today. But before we do, I want to say a big, massive thank you to all people that have been supporting the channel on Patreon. We have Sabrina Purty, Jackasaurus, TJ Dwarf, HS, HouseOfTheJuilii, Heph, and Scion of Doom. Big thanks to all of them. Absolutely amazing stuff. And like I said, I can't stress how amazing it is that you guys are supporting the channel on Patreon. For those of you that want to know more about my social links and stuff, everything is... well, you can see it's there: Patreon, Twitter, YouTube Gaming, Discord, and Facebook. And basically everything is down below. I've also got my Instagram and my email down below in the description as well. Everything you need about the live streams is there as well. So everything is there in case you're new to the channel. Okay, so 2 questions submitted by Anua for today's Pipe Bomb. The first question is, why is jealousy considered bad? It's one of the most common and healthy feelings. And the second question is, what's with these neo-boobie streamers getting called real gamers just because they don't show cleavage when their cam takes half the screen and they moan every time they talk? £5 of makeup is natural too. So there's 2 sort of diverse questions there. We'll start off with the first one, which is, why is jealousy considered bad? It's one of the most common and healthy feelings. I think it depends on context more than anything with jealousy. So, for example, if I can think of something off the top of my head, if I'm jealous of Jackasaurus because he has bought the latest Resident Evil 7 and I haven't, I know there's jealousy, there's envy. Oh, he's playing it before me, he's bought it before me. That can be kind of like a brotherly kind of sort of, jealousy. Oh, he's got it before me, and you have like banter. It involves sort of banter and a bit of fun, that sort of thing. But then of course that envy can lead to me going out there and buying the special edition and then sort of showing off, and it becomes like a show-off thing, and that's when you sort of cross the line. I think it's about context. I think it's about knowing where the line is with jealousy. I think jealousy can be quite healthy. I do agree with that. It depends obviously on the situation and who's involved. For example, if you're a football team or you're a player in a football team and you've just seen Leicester City win the Premier League, which has happened last year, obviously, you're going to be jealous of their achievement because a small team in Leicestershire has just trumped all the millions that have been spent on other teams, other players. I'm not saying they haven't spent millions; they spend quite a lot of money themselves, but they are a Premier League team after all. Most teams in the Premier League do spend lots of money, but Leicester were one of the smaller teams that are sort of fighting to survive, and they've basically gone and won the league. As a Liverpool fan, as Arsenal fans, Man City fans, Man United fans, Tottenham, etc., they're all going to be jealous of Leicester winning the title that season. And the players, if you're a player or manager in that situation, you're going to be jealous of that as well. So what do, you use that jealousy to improve yourself, to make yourself better, and to try your best to make a good go at it the following season. So that's sort of jealousy being done right, in my opinion, and sort of envy. So I think it's something which can work both ways. It's something which is definitely contextual. It depends on the situation, who's involved. Obviously, jealous because, something like jealous of like your ex-girlfriend or your ex-boyfriend because they've done something, and you're stalking them on Facebook, and it's like, oh, them again, what are they doing? And like that's petty, that's pathetic, that sort of thing. So I think it depends on the context mainly. Quite happy that I think I did quite well to explain that point. Well done. You've actually done one of these answers quite well for once. Okay, so hopefully that answers that first question. For those of you that are watching or listening as well, I think it's probably better to listen to these rather than watch them. Just stick them on in a tab in the background while I'm talking. If you've got any topics you want me to discuss in any of these videos, just let me know in the comment section below. These pipe bomb videos actually go up on Patreon first. I release them there as early access. They go on there for about 4 or 5 days, and then I tend to release them then sort of towards the end of the week and then on the channel. So you don't miss them, but obviously you get them early if you want to get them early, basically. The second question then by Anua, which is, what's with these neo-boobie streamers getting called I think I've read this wrong or typed it wrong. Getting called real gamers just because they don't show cleavage. I think he means they do show cleavage, while the cam takes up half the screen and they moan every time they talk. 5 pounds of makeup is natural too. Okay, so I think we're alluding to sort of Zoe Burger type of territory here. Zoe Burger is a blonde female streamer who sent nudes when she got to 1 million subscribers. She sent pictures on her Twitter of her boobs hanging out. You know, she doesn't really care what people think, which is admirable, I guess, in some respect. But she's basically got 1 million subscribers. I think she's the quickest person ever to get 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I think it took her like 2 months, something ridiculous, like 2 months. You know, mainly because she twerked on stream in her underwear, and if people donated money, she would change down her clothes from what she was starting the stream off in down to like a bikini. She called herself a bikini streamer, sort of first of her kind, that sort of thing. I'm obviously using her as an example. There are lots and lots of streamers, male and female. I'm not going to just single out one sex, because there are males out there that, you know, oh, take the top off, get the busts out, you know what I mean? That, oh, got the sort of hair gel back, I'm looking quite slick today. Hey, Todd, how am I looking, Todd? You know, they are out there. Let's not deny it. There are males and the females. The males and the females, I said that weirdly, out there that do this sort of thing. So what's with them? I think it's like I said, the Zoe Burger thing. They're after attention, they're after views, they're after quick success rather than sort of working harder for it. And you know, it's a shame because there's a lot of good channels out there. One of the channels that I watch is a channel called Civilization EX, which recently hit 100,000 subscribers, which is really good for them. And they use sort of animated images of characters, and the guy that does the channel narrates basically over the videos and talks about different kind of things regarding Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, anything which has sort of lore and it's like a, you know, a big fancy thing. Then they cover it, basically do a very good job on the videos, always very well made, very educational, and they're definitely worth watching. And like, that's somebody that I consider an underrated channel that has 100,000 subs, when really that's a channel that should easily have about 1 million. In my eyes, I'm being opinionated here, but you know, you've got that, and then you've got the other end of the spectrum, which is a bimbo streamer that's getting 1 million plus subs and views and whatever, because they you know, the way they're sort of doing the system is obviously not what we would call traditional on YouTube, I guess. But then again, you know, you got to look at it from their point of view as well. Sex sells. In the gaming world, a very large portion of the demographic is young males who are, you know, sort of mid to late teens, early 20s. Like my demographic, for example, on my channel, when I go into my analytics, my highest is actually, I was quite surprised by this. I just checked this. It was quite fresh in the memory. I checked this on TubeBuddy just before I started recording this. My highest demographic is males who are 25 to 35. And then my second highest is obviously the teens to early 20s, so it's 15 to 25, and male as well. So this male audience is between 15 to 35, that 20-year sort of gap, are my demographic. And then my channel sort of subscriber base, it was 94% male and 6% female, which is actually an improvement, because I think for about 2 years it's just been on 4% female, so it's actually gone up slightly, which is cool. So thank you, ladies. Not many of you out there, but thank you. But you know, the point is that sex sells. That is the demographic, and if you're going to do that sort of thing, then you're probably going to be quite successful. You know, basically. So that's what I think of that. I'm just going to read through the question. The show cleavage while the cam takes up half the screen and they moan every time they talk. I know, I really find that off-putting when you come across a new streamer and they're sort of in your face. I'm somebody which is going to sound daft, because I guess I'm a kind of, in some respect, an in-your-face streamer, because I'm quite sort of, I'm set in my ways, definitely, but you know, I've got the webcam on, I've got the green screen on, and I got my own kind of cliches and stuff I do in my streams. I suppose for a newer person, you've got to be a certain type to sort of understand what I'm about. But The ones that just shout obscenities constantly and just sort of doing weird shit all the time, you know, it's not the best viewing, I guess. But then again, I'm the guy that farted on the microphone on live streams and humped a pillow while Panda was playing Resident Evil 4, I believe it was, or Resident Evil 6 when she took over and played that. So, hypocritical. Call me hypocritical because I've done it myself. So, I've got carried away and done it. But, you know, it does happen with streamers and gamers and stuff. And the £5 of makeup is natural too. No, it's not. Yeah, sort of fake people being fake on YouTube. It's like a sub question right now. I've kind of branched out onto this, but it really annoys me people who are fake and don't sort of say what they think and do things for, well, like you said, boobie streamers. You know, I bet some of the people out there that are boobie streamers, I bet there's a few of them out there, male and female, like I said, who that's not them. It's all for show. I guess I can argue that as well, and Panda will definitely argue this because she reckons it as well. But the whole Dragonheart thing with me, the Prince of Wales, it's like a persona. Like, it's me, of course it's me, you know. Hello, it's me. But I suppose you do get to a point where you it's like you wear a mask and you sort of act up to it. It's like Bruce Wayne and Batman. You know, when he's Bruce Wayne, he's the rich guy in town. You know, he's the rich guy in Gotham. You know, he rides around in fancy cars, he goes to parties, that sort of thing. But then when he's Batman, he's Batman. He's Batman. He's got all the gadgets. And he's swinging around Gotham City, and he's in his Batmobile, and he's, you know, chasing down the Joker and whatnot. And he's got his alter ego, his alternative life. Same with any superhero. I'm certainly not trying to say I'm a superhero, but I might just save your day. That would be a really good way to end this video. It just might save your day. But I do think you wear a mask to a certain extent on YouTube, and I think that's definitely the case to a certain extent with me. I try not to let it take over too much. Most of the time, what you see is what you get. But I think the Dragonheart persona can kind of act up slightly. If that makes sense. It's not intentional. It's just sort of happens. I just sort of go into Dragonheart mode, like boom, I'm a streamer, boom, I'm a YouTuber, boom, you know. So yeah, that's interesting. Nice questions, Anwar. Round of applause. Round of applause. A little clap from everybody that's watching the video, because that was really good. I enjoyed those questions quite a lot. Like I said, guys, any questions you want me to discuss, want me to go over, it can be about anything at all, guys. I will literally answer anything. You know, that's what the series is about. It's about you guys interacting with me, whether it be on Discord or in the comment section below, on Twitter, whatever. Just say, you know, I want to ask you some questions for the Pipebomb or next Pipebomb, and I'll go through them. I went through World War, which was some questions by Mr. Flopples in the last episode, and before that I talked about a zombie apocalypse and a Fallout 4 kind of scenario. So they are quite diverse. Some of them are about gaming, some of them about sport, some of them are about other things as well. So if you've got anything you want me to answer, then by all means drop me a comment below and we'll go through that in the next Pipebomb. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening and watching. I have been Dragonheart, the Prince of Wales. Till next time, goodbye.